I'm gonna go to every road game, no matter what, like whether I'm playing or not.
Caitlin Clark is committed to supporting the Indiana Fever, regardless of whether she plays on the court. Recently, unexpected news sent shockwaves through the basketball community. According to speculations, the WNBA's standout rookie may be leaving the game entirely. Fans are left perplexed by a sudden and dramatic move, while teammates remain silent. The league is preparing for a potentially devastating consequence. Caitlin Clark's absence would cause more than just a loss of heartbeat due to heat. This would be a seismic blow to the sporting world, endangering ticket sales, sponsorships, television ratings, and the momentum that has established her as the face of women's basketball. The headlines focus on a mysterious turning point, but it's unclear whether this is due to locker room tension, pressure from critics, or a personal issue that could change her legacy forever. Here's a breakdown of Caitlin Clark's career that will shift your perspective. Caitlin Clark became the Indiana Fever's lifeline from the start of her WNBA career. Their belief in one woman's ability to transform an empty arena into a sold-out event is renewed. In her inaugural season, she helped a franchise break a 7-year postseason drought. She changed women's basketball from a niche headline to a must-watch cultural event with her 19 points, 8 assists, and nearly 6 rebounds per game, becoming the league's heartbeat. Her arrival resulted in a 400% increase in ticket sales, making the stats impressive but incomplete. The Fever led to the abandonment of lesser venues, resulting in a filled Gamebridge Fieldhouse that drew attention from broadcast networks. Driving ratings consistently exceeded 1 million viewers, with some crucial matchups reaching 2 million. Corporate America capitalized on her popularity with huge endorsements, making her a financial generator unprecedented in the WNBA history. Despite the public's lack of awareness, the demands of fast becoming the league's most valuable asset began to mount behind the scenes. Fans often overlook the fact that the system in place was not designed to accommodate individuals like Caitlin Clark, despite sold-out arenas, high television ratings, and sponsorship announcements. The league's old collective bargaining agreement limits wages to a fraction of their actual worth. Rookie contracts with team options and restricted free agency clauses limit their ability to transfer, renegotiate, or maximize their value. Despite generating millions for the WNBA through ticket sales, merchandise, and corporate deals, her player salary remains low in comparison to the revenue she brings in, making her the league's most popular but underpaid star. This mismatch not only affects her finances, but also undermines her sense of control over her professional life. In contrast to other major leagues, where a superstar can negotiate a trade or a new contract, she is unable to improve her circumstances due to a system that prioritizes her image over her needs. Her spectacular rise is being fueled by a subtle imbalance. Caitlin Clark's financial struggles are not the only obstacles she faces as an outstanding athlete. As the face of a league, women's sports athletes endure unprecedented scrutiny. Analysts analyze every pass, shot, and comment, which is quickly shared on social media. The spotlight does not switch off when the buzzer sounds. The pressure to perform flawlessly on the court extends to every aspect of her life, including airports, restaurants, and family occasions. With a demanding schedule and continual media attention, it's understandable that many are considering different pathways. Overseas leagues in Europe, Australia, and beyond offer higher salaries, housing, travel perks, and a break from the American spotlight. This offers the opportunity to maintain a high-level career while escaping the WNBA's strict structure. The question isn't merely if Caitlin Clark could succeed elsewhere. This is what it would mean for the WNBA if she makes the leap. Her annual value is estimated to be in the millions based on her measurable impact, such as ticket sales, television ratings, merchandising, and sponsorships. Despite her success, the league pays her only a fraction of her true worth. Outside endorsements can help bridge the gap, but the truth remains that she is in a rookie deal that limits her future opportunities. Her contract has team options and limited free agency restrictions, limiting her ability to negotiate or seek more income elsewhere. Legal analysts describe Clark's situation as exceptional due to the league's exploitation of obsolete terms to capitalize on her impact. She is more than simply another star player. She represents the brand, storyline, and profit margin. As she recognizes the gravity of the situation, she is plagued with a persistent question. Why should the most valuable player in women's basketball remain silent while others are compensated? By summer 2025, Caitlin Clark was more than simply the star of Indiana Fever. She represented their entire identity. The visage was featured on billboards, sports headlines, and sold-out venues, attracting casual fans. Despite its sparkling appearance, the spotlight was quite hot, making it difficult to endure. She was expected to not only dominate on the court, but also serve as the league's ambassador, spokeswoman, and symbol of advancement simultaneously. Every interview, social media post, and public appearance was related to the WNBA's bigger narrative, making her achievements feel like league victories and her problems feel like league losses. This is a weight that no stat sheet can assess. The transition within the Fever organization was as significant. The marketing, ticketing, and sponsorship departments tailored their plans around her name. Although the move benefited the franchise, it also caused strife within the team. When a single athlete becomes the focal point of an organization, relationships with teammates, coaches, and executives can suffer. Clark had the challenge of balancing the demand to lead with her own emotional and physical well-being, which led to further questions. Was the organization designed to support her unique position, or to capitalize on her fame? As time passed, she realized that staying in this role may require her to sacrifice too much of herself for the sake of the game. By 2025, Caitlin Clark had transformed from a rookie to a living example of what women's basketball can be. The WNBA's policies, contract restrictions, and decision-making structures were not evolving fast enough to match her ambitions, forcing her to operate within a system she didn't design and didn't fully agree with. Meanwhile, the sports world outside the WNBA expanded with new opportunities and sponsorships. With a large online fan base, she felt empowered to pursue independent projects, collaborate with brands, and build her career without seeking permission from the league office. Her endorsement deals were often worth more than her entire playing wage, but it was the freedom they provided that she valued most. Freedom from outmoded salary caps, rigid contracts, and the expectation to be the league's lifeline. However, turning away would need more than just a career shift. This would require redefining her entire legacy. By mid-2025, Caitlin Clark was more than simply a basketball player. She was the pinnacle of women's sports and a symbol of the WNBA's success. Every game, statement, and public move she made was viewed as a referendum on the league's health and future. Her obligations extended beyond the three-point line to include corporate events, sponsorship shoots, youth clinics, charity events, halftime interviews, and autograph sessions. Cameras followed her everywhere, including sold-out arenas, airports, and quiet dinners with friends. Her life became a constant performance, with even personal events being scrutinized online within minutes. Although medals, accolades, and headlines demonstrated her effect, they were insufficient to compensate for missed family milestones. The party was skipped, and she spent time away from those who kept her grounded. The underlying truth was that business realities were pulling her in one direction, while her happiness and mental well-being were silently tugging her in the other. As she pursued chances in media, technology, and global sports, the WNBA faced the risk of losing its star player due to financial concerns. In private conversations, individuals closest to Caitlin Clark expressed concern over more than simply her potential departure. Her departure would send a signal to the entire sports world. Losing her would affect more than just one WNBA superstar. The league's inability to retain the talent it relied on would be a clear indicator of its future. For Clark, the equation was becoming increasingly evident. On one side, she faced outmoded contracts, salary caps, and exhausting commitments. On the other hand, a world of opportunities provides greater money, control, and freedom to define one's career on their own terms. As the gap between her value and reward widened, speculation about her future move intensified, leaving fans, colleagues, and league executives wondering if the face of women's basketball was planning to retire totally. She refused to engage in a game where others were profiting from her name while she waited for the league to recognize her worth. The WNBA's focus is no longer solely on Caitlin Clark's potential return. The league's ability to evolve quickly is crucial in retaining its top talent. If she leaves the court, it will have a far-reaching impact on the ticket office, sponsorship boardrooms, and media networks that have focused on her. This will highlight the reality that even revolutionary talent in women's sports can be limited by antiquated laws and undervalued by the system. Clark's decision is no longer limited to basketball. The focus is on achieving control, freedom, and a fulfilling existence apart from distractions. When a league player begins to question the game's value, it is more than just a personal decision. This is a danger flag for the whole sport. Her next step will either cement her legacy in the WNBA or show that even the brightest lights can shine brighter when they choose to write their own story.